All right, hello everyone. Welcome to Jasper, Alberta, or to specifically Pyramid Mountain, Pyramid Lake. That's where we're gonna do our ab workout together today. So we've got 22 minutes straight of just ab burning with no planks, not a single plank today, but all ab work. So all you need is yourself and your mat, or even a beach towel if you're joining me on the beach today. And then we're gonna go ahead and get started. My name's Jessica, and let's get moving. All right, starting on our back with our legs nice and long, we're going to reach your arms straight up to the sky, nod the chin to start, then exhale, flex up just until you find imprint. Hold for a moment, and then lower yourself down. So just long-legged ab preps here, guiding with the arms, using the reach through your fingertips to slide the ribs to the hip bones. Pause there, the low back is attached to the mat, and then you lower back down. Exhale to lift. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower. If you are finding that true imprint at the top each time, you should feel your abs kick on and maybe start to quiver a little bit. And then you lower. Attaching the ribs down into the mat and sliding them forwards to those hip bones. Inhale to hold, exhale, lower. Now, you could always do this with one hand behind the head, both hands behind the head. I like the reach of the fingers to help get more sliding sensation, more reaching forward sensation happening. Helps to recruit the abdominals. But for neck support, you could always use your hands. But also keep in mind, you can tuck the chin first, then let the head lift off, and that will help to keep the neck happy as well. Let's just go for another 3 like this. 2. And our last one, we're holding it up at the top. Staying stable there, just try opening one arm to the side. Reach it forwards, change sides. Now your eye gaze is staying forwards. You're not looking at the hand as you open, but instead keep your eyes forward so that you can keep shoulders square. You're only opening the arms so wide that you don't shift. Strong exhale to do that. Trying to keep your body weight centered between the hips. 5 more. Holding that imprint really strong the whole time. 1 more per side. And then lower yourself down, stretch the arms above your head, allowing the abs to release. And then we have more. Re-energize, reach the arms, peel just the head and shoulders off the mat, hold it there. Exhale, just lift one arm up. Inhale down, exhale, change sides. And I want you to reach through both sets of hands here. Not only reaching through the top arm, but also reaching forwards through that other arm, creating a sense of opposition, helping to keep you stable. And then can you add in opposite leg? Lifting as high as you can stabilize. Keeping that connection of the low back grounded. And I still have my other hand reaching forwards. Four more. And watch that as you lift the arm, that you don't lower the head and shoulders down at all. You're only lifting that arm so high that you can keep the ribs knitted down. Last time. And then lower down, reach the arms, stretch the abs. Breathe. Okay. We'll just do probably 2 more things here, realistically. So let's flex up again and we hold it at the top. This time just lift one leg to 45 degrees. Tiny circles coming from that hip. Use the exhale as the leg falls open. Inhale to take it back around. Ooh, don't kick the butterflies. Last 2. And then reverse directions. Can you keep your body weight centered? 3, 2, 1. Lower yourself down, mini break, and then we have the other side right away. Flex up, reach, reach, reach. Circles. Reaching forwards through the fingers to keep that ab connected, that ab connection. Last 2. And reverse. 3, 2, ooh, butterflies really want to get in my face now. Lower yourself down. Okay. One more thing. Let's do hands behind the head this time. And then we're going to crunch up, find your imprint. Oh, so much harder to do that now. Lift one leg, reach up and over towards it. Exhale, flex up and over to the other side. Reaching high as you go across, bringing the armpit to the opposite hip bone. And can you keep the opposite hip grounded in place? It's gonna wanna twist with you. Don't let that happen. I'm lowering down a little in between, but then immediately flexing up and over. Thinking about that opposite armpit opening to the side of the floor. You might even rest your elbow on the floor and use that to help propel you up a little higher. 4 more. Although that gets sand everywhere, so beware of that. And last one, we're gonna hold it up and pulse. We had to add in some pulses here. Just for 5, using the reach of the top hand to pulse you up higher and higher. 3, 2, 1, lower down. We have to do it on the other side. Flex up, let's get it over with. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, lower down. Woo. Stretch the arms. Breathe, wipe off the sand. Oh my God, there's so much of it. Going in my mouth now. Okay, now let's do some roll-ups. So same start position. Arms are up and over. Guide the arms to lead the way, not the chin. Peel off the mat, reach through your fingertips to fold up and over your legs. Not easy after all that we just did. Stack up tall, tall, tall. And then again, tuck the tail, roll down. Use the reach out of your toes to help with that. And control it all the way down. Lead with arms, curl up. Strong exhale to get through that sticky spot. And exhale again as you go through that sticky spot, rolling back down. We'll just do 2 more like this. And if you need to, bend the knees and grab the back of your legs. Try to avoid flinging yourself up, but instead, as much control as possible, whatever you have to do to find that control. Last couple. Time. We're gonna pause up at the top. Take a nice little rest there. Shake the head side to side. Okay, we're sitting tall up here. Now, instead of curling up and focusing on upper abs, we're going to roll back and focus on lower abs and top of the abs too. So, sitting tall, you could do this bent knees, a little bit easier. Long legs, a little bit harder. Reach the arms forward, sit up as tall as you can, then exhale, tuck and roll just halfway back. Pause there, then sit tall again. Exhale, scoop back. Inhale, stay. Exhale, sit tall. Now we're only going back so that our weight is rested on the sacrum. The low back should never touch down. It's not about how far you go. Instead, how round can you make that low back? How close can you get your ribs to your hip bones? That's where you want to go. We'll just do 1 more like this. And then sitting up tall, tall, tall. However makes you sit up the tallest. If you got to do that with bent knees, you definitely can. From here, we're just going to take one arm open to the side and twist towards it. Do 2 little pulses there, and then return through center. Second side. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, return. Just preparing the spine for some rotation here. As you twist, again, it's not about how far you go. It's about how stable you can keep the hips while you isolate this to just the waist. If you find that one leg's growing longer than the other, you're probably going too far. One more per side. The back muscles are working hard here too, just to keep you tall. And then return, release, swat away the bugs. And then from there, we're gonna combine that with our half roll back. So sitting tall. This bug does not want to leave me alone. Sitting tall, we roll back, sweep one arm to the side this time and reach towards it. Sit tall, change sides. You're rolling right through the center of the pelvis, twisting from the middle of the waist. You can definitely do this with bent knees, especially if your hip flexors are starting to bother you. Just for 4. It's like we're in the water canoeing, sweeping our arm just next to the boat. Last time. And then sit up, release whatever needs to be released. And then we're gonna focus more on the lower abs. Lying flat down on our backs again. This time the head gets to stay down. Arms are long by our sides. Bend your knees in first. Then find imprint, find tabletop. Now, let's start by just reaching one leg out. Inhale, bend back in. Exhale, change sides. We're holding imprint. So keep the same contact of the low back against the mat the whole time. You could even keep your hands on the ribs and the hips to help you know where that imprint is the whole time. Now, if you need to stay with single legs, do it. Otherwise, doubles. Inhale, bend back in. Exhale, reach out. Definitely harder here to keep that low back grounded. So totally fine if you need to reach up on a higher diagonal. Just work within the range where you can keep stable. We got 3 like this. 2. 1, give the knees a nice little hug, a little mini break, maybe rocking side to side. And then we're gonna do some reverse crunches. So let's send the legs out long. Keep them long, lift straight up to the sky, then lift the bum 2 to 3 inches off the mat, or at least that's what you'll think of. Never lifting higher than the bra line, basically. Focusing on that upwards reach. Instead of thinking about reaching over, think reaching up. Pressing the upper arms down into the mat to keep the shoulders wide and supporting you. 3, 2, last one here. And again, a nice little break. You could keep going with that or adding in a twist to that. It's gonna feel a little bit more wonky, but it will also get deeper into your obliques. We're gonna send the legs out long, and then as you go up, take them over to the right, twist the hips a little. Inhale, lower down through center, exhale to the left, and you'll keep alternating. The hips twist, but the shoulders stay grounded. So here you might think about reaching your toe to the opposite shoulder, but also still upwards. 4 more. Last one per side. And last one. Woo. Okay, abs of steel. Now, onto your side, let's work on those obliques a little bit more. Woo. Butterfly out of your face. Then, bottom arm is gonna go long, and you wanna line up the bottom hand to the top corner of your mat so it's forwards of your body. That's gonna give you a little bit of extra stability, which you will appreciate here. Legs are long, whole body's in one long line. From here, we take the top arm up. We guide it up, and then we lift the head and shoulders away from the mat, maybe hovering the feet as well. Inhale, lower. Exhale, side bend up. Now again, it's about control. So as you go to lengthen up, watch that you're not bringing the head and feet forward. You're not going up as high as possible, but instead, just keeping your body in that nice long line. Bottom arm supports you for sure, and ideally you try to get the bottom armpit away from the floor, but it's not the bottom arm that's pushing you up. Instead, you're using the top arm to reach your way up, reaching towards your toes, not reaching up, but reaching down towards the end of your mat. It's that reaching sensation that's going to help you out the most, I promise. We just have another 3. But then of course we're gonna add on. So on your next one, get yourself up, pause with yourself up, reach, reach, reach. Can you lift the bottom arm? And then lower and lower yourself down. Not easy, it's okay if you barely leave the floor. Woo! Again, use the top fingers, use the top toes to reach your way forwards to help you stay lifted as you go to lift that bottom arm. Whoop! Hopefully not toppling over. We're gonna try just 2 more like that. And last one like this. Okay. Relax for just a second and scoot yourself to the front of your mat. You have more mat space behind you. And this time we're gonna be propped up onto our elbow. Top hand goes behind the head. We're wobbly right away. I call these ones topsy-turvies. So propped up onto the elbow. From here, scoop the belly to roll back onto your back and hover your feet off the floor. You're looking at your toes. And then open the elbow to the floor. It's gonna catch you as you roll back onto your side. Roll onto the back. Scoop into your imprint, get the low back flat against that ground, and then open the elbow to catch you. The elbow is going to help you to lead the way quite a lot. To go back, you lead by gliding the rib back, deepening that rib to hip connection, get the low back attached, and then to roll into the side, lead with the elbow, catch the floor, and that way it's topsy-turvy, but hopefully not topsy-turvying all over the place. 2 more. Last time. All right, sit yourself up. Woo. Take a nice little side bend the opposite way. Stretching out that side of the ribs. And then I'll do the second side. All right, getting onto your second side here, we've got that bottom arm forwards, one long line, lengthen the top arm up, exhale, lengthen up into your side bend. Inhale, control it down, exhale, reach up, bottom arm supports you, but again, it's not pushing. Use the reach to get you up. Trying to get the armpit away from the floor because you're using the top obliques so much to lift. It's a lift, it's not a push. Going for another 3, like this anyways. You know where we're heading. Okay, it's on our next one. We add on, lengthen up, reach, 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 and then lift the bottom arm and lower yourself down. It's okay if you can't lift that bottom arm, just keep going with the side bends. That's gonna build your strength. This one's tricky. Lots of ab strength, oblique strength, but then also mind-body awareness to find that control. We only have 2 more. Okay, and then the topsy-turvies. Scoot yourself forwards, line up to the front of the mat, lots of mat space available behind you. Both hands go behind your head. Start by finding your stability here. That can be tricky, just holding it here. And then when you're ready, scoop through the belly, roll to your back, hovering your feet and looking towards them. It's okay if you've got to bring legs up higher. do whatever feels best on your back and whatever gives you the most ab connection instead of the back straightening. We're only doing 2 more. But this last one, we're gonna stay on our back. Get ready for it. We're heading into hundreds. Roll onto your back, reach the arms forward, and start pumping the arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice small little pumps. Exhaling for 5, inhaling for 5. You could do this with both knees bent to make it a little easier. You could do it with one leg long, alternating. You could leave both legs long, or you could bend and stretch. We're doing this till we get to 100. That was 50. Just pull that belly button in and down. Reach, reach, reach to help stay up. 80. Last breath. And then lower down. Okay, flip right over to your belly and we'll just lengthen out those abs. A little extension to counter all the flexion from today. Elbows bent by your sides, feet are wide. Lengthen yourself up and glide the shoulders away from your ears. Getting yourself up into the highest extension that feels good. And then control it back down. Inhale, start to lift. Glide the shoulders in and back. Exhale, squeeze the glutes as you go up all the way. Inhale, hold. Exhale, down. 2 more. And last one. Squeezing the glutes to support you and to open up through the hip flexors. And then just enjoy a shell stretch. Rounding your back, reaching forwards. Big breath. And then we're all done. All right, 22 minutes later of straight abdominal burning. I hope you feel like you have a 6-pack at least underneath some layers. And I hope you enjoyed this and you joined me next time for another workout somewhere beautiful like this. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also follow me on TikTok and Instagram, and that way you can see all of the moving in the mountains we do together this summer. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.